Hello and welcome friends to Exam Shala. In this video, we are going to see some important news and editorial analysis of 19th of May 2021. But before getting started, kindly do like, share, subscribe our channel on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Telegram. Let us move on to the main content. So the first news is very important, that is coming from the G20 summit and the Brussels. G20 के एक ग्रुप ने डिसाइड किया है that the waiver scheme which was also pending in the European Union to amount or to allow the vaccine waiver in the IPR, जो इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट होती हैं वैक्सीन के फॉर्मूले को बनाकर वैक्सीन के फॉर्मूले के लेकर, ताकि उससे और भी अलग अलग कंपनियां हैं जिस उस प्रोडक्शन कर सकें बिना किसी इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट के और बिना किसी खास रॉयल्टी के बगैर, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वैक्सीन प्रोडक्शन हो सके। बट उस वैक्सीन राइट को, उस इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट वेवर वाली जो स्कीम है जो वर्ल्ड ट्रेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने लगाई थी, उस पर रोक लगाने पर, उस पर वेवर देने से G20 ने मना कर दिया है। G20 ने इस मुद्दे को साइड में रख दिया है, दैट इज़ केप्ट इन द साइड बॉक्स इन स्पाइट ऑफ हैविंग अ प्रेशर फ्रॉम द United States. That is, to understand in a clear language, there is a rule in the WTO, World Trade Organization, which are under the TRIPS agreement, Trade Related Intellectual Property Rights and Services agreement के तहत multilateral एक agreement है among the countries that किसी देश की किसी कंपनी या उस सरकार या उस फॉर्म ने अगर कोई फार्मूला ईजाद किया है, that is invented some formula for medicines, other technologies, communication and etc. And if some other countries, companies and organization want to use that formula for production, then it will have to pay certain royalty, certain amount of fixed charge that has been charged by the ओरिजिनल कंट्री। जिस कंट्री ने रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट या जिस कंट्री की किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट करके कोई फार्मूला बनाया है, वो कंट्री प्रोड्यूस करने वाले कंट्री से अपनी प्राइस, अपनी इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट, अपनी रॉयल्टी लेगी अगर वो प्रोड्यूस करने वाली कंट्री उसके फार्मूले को यूज़ करके कुछ प्रोडक्शन करती है। दैट इज़ नोन एज द इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट, दैट इज़ द राइट विच इज़ फिक्स टू द इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी, दैट इज़ रिसर्च, डेवलपमेंट एक्सेट्रा। बट what was happening, India, South Africa and later on US was urging the World Trade Organization को इसको वेवर देने के लिए, IPR को वेवर देने के लिए, स्पेशली इन द केस ऑफ वैक्सीन, बिकॉज एज वी नो दैट द प्रोडक्शन कंट्रीज विच आर द कंट्रीज हैविंग मच कैपेसिटी ऑफ प्रोडक्शन, जिन देशों के पास वैक्सीन प्रोड्यूस करने की कैपेसिटी काफ़ी अच्छी मात्रा में है, वो देशों के पास IPR के तहत वैक्सीन नहीं जा पा रही है। फॉर्मूला इज़ नॉट बीइंग गिवन टू दिस कंट्री एंड दैट इज़ वाई देयर इज़ बीइंग अ स्लो प्रोडक्शन रेट, स्पेशली इन द कंट्रीज लाइक इंडिया, साउथ अफ्रीका एंड अदर Asian countries. So what they were urging to remove this scheme, especially for the vaccine, so that more and more production can be done. Because we know India is a world pharmacy. पूरे वर्ल्ड का ऑलमोस्ट 60 to 70% मेडिसिन कहीं ना कहीं किसी न किसी रूप से इंडियन फार्मेसी से जुड़ा होता है। So if we want to vaccinate all over the world, especially in the countries like Africa and South America countries, we need more and more production. And since many of the Indian pharmaceuticals are not such big countries or big companies to give the fees or royalty to such kind of organizations, and that is why they are not able to produce. And when this IPR will be removed under the waiver scheme, they will be able to produce more. So it was originally brought into WTO, but the European Union challenged it और वहाँ अटका हुआ है। सिमिलरली द G20 कंट्री, जिसमें भी यूरोपीय कंट्रीज़ की ज़्यादा भागीदारी है, वहाँ भी इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ने इसको मान्यता नहीं दी है जो ब्रुसेल्स में होने वाली है। सेकेंडली, ये जो ड्राफ्ट नियम है दैट इज़ गोइंग टू बी सीन इन द नेशनल ग्लोबल हेल्थ समिट, जो कि रोम में होने वाला है, इटली कैपिटल रोम। वहाँ पर एक ग्लोबल हेल्थ समिट होने वाली थी बाय वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड इट वाज सीन दैट, और इट वाज एक्सपेक्टेड कि IPR हो जाएगा एंड एवरी कंट्री विल गेट द वेवर and there will be more and more production of the vaccine, but this doesn't happen now. तो जो WTO की जो फंडिंग प्लान है, तो WTO that wanted to fund other countries or other manufactured countries to produce vaccine by giving them free formula is on the back side of the table, and this shows that how materialistic is the global world is. So the Western world, or the so-called developed world, which is actually saying that we are very much humanistic world, we believe in human rights, and how much human rights they are actually supporting, this can be seen by the later economic interest. So it can be very easily seen when it comes to economic interest, the so-called developed countries, which although are moving toward the human rights and people's rights and etc., are actually not such human right loving country. In respect to India, where it gave near about 6 crore or near about 6 lakhs and 10 lakhs of vaccine, 1.3 lakhs of vaccine as a charity gift, and near about 1 crore of vaccine as other production to many of the countries. Unlike other countries which claim themselves to be highly economically developed, scientifically developed, technically developed, but they are lacking the so-called human morale to help the world, and they are just nothing but a selfish country which they preach. So they बड़ी बड़ी बातें they preach, वो प्रवचन देते हैं अच्छी अच्छी बातों का, दूसरी कंट्रीज़ को ह्यूमन राइट सिखाते हैं, रिलीजियस फ्रीडम, ओके, वेलफेयर ऑफ द पीपल, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू देयर ओन they are securing the right and they need profit of their IPR countries, and that is why they are not issuing the waiver जो एक ग्लोबल हेल्थ समिट रोम में होने वाली थी, एंड देयर वाज अ न्यूज़ दैट इस तरह का वेवर विल हेल्प द वर्ल्ड हेल्थ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन to allow fund many of the countries, especially in the poor regions of South America and African regions, so that they will get vaccinated by the end of this year. Now it is going to take 2 to 5 years to vaccinate all over the world for COVID-19 vaccine because of this snubbing of the waiver both by the European Union as by the G20 countries. Now moving on to the articles. First article is very interesting article, that is missing SNT. तो साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी पर बेस्ड आर्टिकल है. तो साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में से साइंस जो है वो मिस कर रहा है. तो हम टेक्नोलॉजी तो चाहते हैं, आज की अपनी जितनी भी सोशल प्रॉब्लम्स हैं उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए वी वांट टेक्नोलॉजी, बट व्हाट वी आर डूइंग स्पेशली इन द इंडियन सोसाइटी विच इज़ नॉट that much literated, which don't have that much of scientific literacy as claimed by the author, is missing the scientific logic behind any using technology. So technology is nothing but a new method, but उस न्यू मेथड के, उस न्यू डिवीजन, उस न्यू इन्वेंशन के पीछे के साइंस को समझने के लिए वी आर नॉट अप्लाइंग आवर ब्रेन एंड वी आर यूजिंग what we so called the WhatsApp University and infodemic का concept. So we have already discussed earlier also that in pandemic there is not only a pandemic situation, there is something also called infodemic. That infodemic means unuseful information floating through, fake information floating through a very high rate, and the WhatsApp University or the Facebook universities are playing important role in this. So at the time of pandemic there are two fronts of war. So pandemic, at the kind of disease and the weakness, it is fought by the doctors, and other infodemics should be fought by the citizens itself and the government. So any kind of wrong information, misinformation is very much lethal in dealing with such kind of disease, and he is giving example of such things. We'll discuss one by one. So initially he takes an example that when he informs his friends, वो जब अपने मित्र को बताते हैं कि he is suffering from a COVID disease, so his friend recommends to leave all the medicines and used Coronil. So you might have heard about Coronil. Coronil is nothing but is a medicine developed by a kind of an Ayurvedic immunity booster. Not actually a medicine, it is, as per the name it claims, it is Ayurvedic immunity booster by the Patanjali organization, which is headed by Swami Ramakrishna and the very famous Baba Ramdev. Now what happened is कि उनके जो एक रिश्तेदार ने कहा कि आप किसी भी तरह की दवाई लेना छोड़ दीजिए एंड कोरोनिल लीजिए, कोरोनिल से सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा. नाउ उसको ये नहीं समझ में आया that Coronil is not a medicine, it is an immunity booster. So what he is trying to say कि लोगों में ये भ्रांतियाँ फैली हुई हैं कि that Coronil is a medicine. So बाबा रामदेव जो भी कहेंगे that is true irrespective of it is being scientifically proven. So he said that the fact that drug has not gone, वो जो ड्रग है किसी भी स्टैंडर्ड प्रोसीजर से नहीं गया, उसको जो ड्रग रेगुलेटरी अथॉरिटी है, ठीक है, DRG, उसने डायरेक्टर जनरल ऑफ ड्रग अथॉरिटी, उसने पास नहीं किया, क्लियरेंस नहीं दी. सेकेंडली जो ह्यूमन ट्रायल्स हुए उसके कोई रिजल्ट उसने नहीं बताए. सो बिना किसी रिजल्ट के, बिना किसी टेक्निक के, डायरेक्टली द पर्सन केम एंड सेड दैट इट इज़ अ मेडिसिन. लेटर ऑन व्हेन इट गॉट प्रेशराइज्ड फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट, उसने मेडिसिन के बदले उसका नाम रख दिया इम्यूनिटी बूस्टर। नाउ ये आम व्यक्ति को, लोकल पीपल विच आर हैविंग वेरी लेस साइंटिफिक नॉलेज एंड स्पेशली इन द रिमोट एरियाज एंड स्पेशली इन द अर्बन एरियाज ऑल्सो विच आर हैविंग नॉट दैट मच ऑफ लिटरेसी, they are thinking that it is a medicine and they are consuming it with the belief that it will go on. Such other beliefs, तो इस तरह की scientific less, without knowledge, without scientific, without materialist knowledge, the infodemic is spreading more and more pandemic. So wrong information, misinformation is leading to further flow in the pandemic and non-curability, especially in the rural areas. Now second question, he is giving some examples like many of the ministers in the present governments are not actually favor of the scientific development. जैसे कि he is giving example that some of the ex chief minister said कि drinking cow urine, गौ मूत्र पीने से कोरोना नहीं होता है, ठीक है। कीपिंग लेमन वाटर, लेमन जूस, नाक में नींबू का रस डालिए एंड द कोरोना विल डाई। रिसेंटली वी डिस्कस अ न्यूज़ दैट द पर्सन डाइड इटसेल्फ। One of the ministers in the present government said कि we haven't seen humans developing from the monkey generation. Okay, so वानर जाति से मानव जाति का उत्थान हुआ या मानव जाति बनी, वो हमने देखा नहीं, इसलिए हम नहीं मानेंगे कि हम वानर जाति से आए हैं। So we are the evolution from the ape generations, monkey generation, and that is why, so this kind of the standards of the ministers are, अगर ministers which are at the higher post and higher levels will talk such unscientific things, how the local people are going to believe? Another example is giving, even the Prime Minister also, he was talking about the Pushpak Viman and in vitro fertility technique, like giving the example of Balram, how Balram was transferred from fetus of Devki to his other stepmother Rukmani. So he was giving an example of in vitro facility, okay, how the fertility, how the fetus got transferred in the form of Balram. Similarly, the cause of Pushpak Viman. Another science and technology minister and education minister was saying that Vedas are giving more scientific examples than Einstein. So इस तरह के statement अगर हम मारते हैं, इस तरह के statement we are giving in public, what it is the result? Result is people are not believing in science and they start believing the traditional global glory that we Indians are get, our Vedic system. There might be greatness, but there is not proven. Cow dung, recently the science and technology research department starting prove how cow dung and cow urine can be useful. So such kind of research based, such kind of ideologic based, such kind of narrative based methods is going to be very, very difficult, such in the kind of pandemics, and they might fall and they might fray the infodemic situation. And this is why the author is saying that first we need to be scientifically correct, and it will start. और ये शुरू कहाँ से होगा? It will start from the top. Executive, the ministries, the executive officers, the government must come up and remove all such unscientific claims. Okay, so having cow urine, okay, भूखे रहने से, सूर्य ग्रहण के बाद हम खाना नहीं खाएंगे, that is wasted. So such kinds of unscientific methods should be publicly criticized. It might be a mythologically correct, it might be traditionally accepted, but it should be scientifically discredited. There should be a scientific commission which should come up and daily updates on such kind of misrepresentation, so that we will move to our more and more scientifically proven method, and this has been shown in the world. The rise of the second wave lies in this unscientific method and unscientific human reasoning that we Indians are having good immunity. In the first phase, our kind of recovery rate was 97 because it was not muted. So we thought we are very good, our immunity is good, we are getting vitamin D and whatnot. But we were caught off guard in the second wave, and due to this lack of scientific temper, we are facing a lot of issues. And that is why he is quoting Azim Premji, a famous businessman, that all the actions must be based on good science. हर किसी का एक्शन, हर तरह की एक्शन, हर तरह की कृतियाँ will be based on good science. Or actions which are not based on science, in reality they have detrimental effect. So science is nothing but science is a proven reality with facts and data. And if any matter, any project, any action, any ideology is not based on science, they might be correct traditionally or unmethodically, but since there are no proof about that, it cannot be accepted and it is going to be detrimental, that is भयानक होने वाला है in the cause of fighting this pandemic. And one last very important quote, that this quote can directly be used in essays and other main center writing, that is, at the core of idea of a good science is the matter of being willing to accept, confront the truth. That is, वो व्यक्ति, वो समाज, वो society which accept the science is actually accepting and confronting the truth, because science is the only truth. Why? Because it relies on data, facts, figure, procession, matters, procedures, not just on mythology कि ऐसा होता था, ऐसा होगा, इस तरह की होंगी, but it is simply based on pure facts, pure result, research, analysis and provided data. And that is why a society should develop toward more and more scientific temper, scientific behavior, just like the European countries where the standard is good, and since they are developing, they are developed in the states of scientific technology, they are economically developed, they are progressively developed, and if you want to get to that level, science should be the basic cause of moving to society as well as thinking and ideology. Next article is also very important. It is relating how the healthcare brain drain. Now brain drain is nothing but the flowing of intellectual talent from one country to another country. So drain of wealth, जैसे यूरोपियंस के टाइम पे the Britishers were causing drain of wealth. They were taking all the Indians' money and the resources to the Europe, and it was known as drain of wealth, which theory was given by Mr. Dadabhai Naoroji in his book Poverty and Un-British Rule. Similarly, there is a concept of brain of drain when the talented youth or talented diaspora of any country, due to having lack of resources and opportunity in their home country, they move to other countries. Especially in case of India, they move to the countries like UK, US, Canada, okay, even in Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC, Gulf countries, and it is called a drain of wealth. So presently, as we know, there has been high stress on the healthcare staffs and healthcare systems. Why? Because of the large number of rising cases, and since we are having a managed health staffs. And what is the present condition? So as per the World Bank data, India is having only 0.928 डॉक्टर्स पर 1000 पॉपुलेशन, यानी कि 1000 पॉपुलेशन में हमारे पास एक डॉक्टर से भी कम. सो दिस इज द काउंट ऑफ डॉक्टर्स, स्पेशली midwives and nurses. So on per 1000 population we have only 1.7. okay, so this is very 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 less in comparison to other countries, and that is why we are having a crunch in this problem. And due to this, what is happening? तो इसके पीछे reasons क्या हैं? There are two reasons. First, as per with the increase in population, we are not able to increase our healthcare services, infrastructure as well as health workers. Secondly, whatever services we had, whatever health workers, whatever health staff we created, most of the talented and upper level, top level health services providers or healthcare workers shifted from India to other countries in search of better opportunities, better salary and better future. And the data is speaking the truth. As per the OECD, that is Organizations of Economic Country and Developed Countries, they are saying that around 69,000 Indian trained doctors are working in UK, USA, Canada, Australia in 2017. बीच के साथ साथ there have been so much large number of migration. And the good thing about these countries is they are allowing visas. So technical visa, those persons who are having some technical specialty, especially lawyers, educators, engineers, manufacturers, doctors, को बड़ी आराम से वीज़ा दे रही हैं ये सारी countries, and they are draining our brain to them in search of good facilities, good payment, good society and etc. Apart from that, 56,000 of Indian trained nurses are working in the same year. उसके अलावा large number of healthcare workers are also working in the Gulf Cooperation Council, like GCC countries, Gulf countries. So almost a kind of 1 lakh trained healthcare workers in 2017. Not only in 2020, in 2017 there was a kind of 1 lakh and more than 1 lakh healthcare professionals along with nurses, midwives, doctors. They are working outside India because of having better facilities, and that is why it is creating an artificial shortage in the healthcare workers in India, which is already having a low number of healthcare workers and infrastructure facilities. So this is a very very serious problem, and it is a brain drain, and India needs to do something. But it is not that government is not doing anything else. So it has done something, and it has taken a recent measure in 2014, that is NORI. NORI is no objection to return to India certificate. This is a certificate which the US government, अगर आप यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका में काम कर रहे हैं तो वहाँ की सरकार को एक नोरी सर्टिफिकेट चाहिए होती है इंडिया से, so that you will allowed to practice in USA. What is happening is India is not issuing such certificates, and that is why when these healthcare workers are getting J1 visa and working in the US, they have to come back to India after 3 years. But ये process इतना ज़्यादा सक्सेसफुल नहीं रहा है, because they again उसको रिन्यू करा लेते हैं, और not in US, so they move to Gulf countries, they move from UK, they take the citizenship of United Kingdom or even USA. So it is an indirect measure. What we need to do is to increase the facility, to increase the infrastructure, to provide them better incentives, better salary, better future, and to invest more and more amount of money, especially 5 to 6% of our GDP to health and healthcare services. The basic function of a government is to provide three basic things. First is governance, that is the government services. Second is education and health. If a population is educated and healthy and the systems are okay, then there will be automatically economic growth. So there should be a 5 to 6% of spending in the health sector, as well as 5 to 6% expense in the education sector. Rest all achievements can equally be developed by the masses if they are educated, if they are healthy, and if the government services and the protocols are easy, there is the ease of governance. There will be a rise in the business equality as well as export. So there is no need to worry and to spend in other things or other schemes. Government must focus on direct expansion on 5 to 6% of education, as well as 5 to 6% of health services, irrespective of any other charges and any other subsidies. So this was all for today's news. Till then, stay home, stay safe, get vaccinated, wear mask properly. We will see you in the next video. Take care.